heartache, headache, and heartbreaks at the order of the day. Welcome back to #InnerPeace. Here we solve problems. Now, if you haven't watched the other videos, please go and check the introductory videos. We'll tell you more about what we talk about here. Otherwise, you're welcome and watch this and get something from it. I want to talk about something that is so fundamental in our lives, and that is today about the personality development. The topic is personality simplified. And when you look at the foundational structure of personality, there is some question that we ask that we can't access the answers. One of these questions is, why do I behave the way I behave? Now, this is a question that if you try getting its answer, or if you try pursuing its answer, then you'll never find the answer to this question as to why you behave the way you behave, or why you don't behave the way others behave that you want to behave. Now, what you have to do is to stop asking yourself why you behave that way and ask yourself what to do to behave in the way you want to behave. Why am I saying that you can't get answers to this question? In the mind, there exist three levels of the mind. That is the subconscious, the conscious, and the unconscious. When it comes to the subconscious and the unconscious part of the brain, whatever is stored there can't be remembered but affects our life in a greater deal. Now, when you want to seek answers as to why you behave the way you behave, you are trying to pull out things that are in your subconscious or the unconscious that you can't get because they happened when you're so young, and so you can't remember them. When you look at the definition of the unconscious and subconscious, there is no mention of the term remembering. Remembering is something that is not talked about there. The only thing that is talked about is their effect in the impact of them in our lives. And so, if you want to get the way towards your personality, what you have to do is to know what to do, know what you don't want to do, and know how to stop doing what you don't want to do. And that starts from the term that we used in the other video, that is the introspection. Who am I? What am I doing? What should I not do? And what should I do? Now, three things come into this foundational structure of personality development. We talk of temperament, character, and environment. Now, what I've just talked about, the unconscious, the subconscious, and the conscious brain comes and falls under character. That was created when you had no power to decide what comes into your head or what to believe in. Those who brought you up did that, and so they made your subconscious. Most of your decisions are made from the past or from the subconscious. Now, the second thing is the environment. These you have power to control. Your senses are so sensitive just from the term sensing. And when you look at the five senses, anything that you perceive through touch, feeling, or tasting, or seeing, or hearing has an impact or leaves a memory within you. Now, this memory has the power to make you more powerful, or has the power to make you more vulnerable to things that come into your day. Now, the only way that you can control this is by being so keen about whatever you perceive through seeing, through hearing, or through touch, or through you being touched or feeling something that touches you. Now, anything that touches your body leaves a memory, and that memory has an impact in who you become. Now, that means that we have to be very keen on our environment. Whatever we see or whatever we take as people should be things that matter. When we come to these things, they only lead to a change of four things that brings the second foundational structure of the term personality development. And that comes to something called thinking. We have feeling, we have sensation, and intuition. These things all have a relationship. When we have a feeling, I will have a feeling, and then my thoughts will control my feeling. Before coming to the thought controlling the feeling, I have intuition, whereby this is now an instinctive way of knowing or understanding issues without the conscious reasoning. Now, having instincts about something will make me know or sense whether it's good or bad. So that will influence my feelings, which are controlled by the thought that we talked about. Remember the four things: thought, feeling, and we have intuition and sensation. Now, after the instincts and the feelings have been influenced by the thoughts, now what comes out as a result of all these influences is what we call sensation. That is how we react to different things that get inside us. So this is how our personality comes to develop. Now, all these things can either be, or all these four things can either be introverted or extroverted. You can either be an introvert from your thinking, feeling, sensation, or intuition, or you can be an extrovert. So your personality comes from your character that was formed when you're young. It then comes from another thing, that is the environment. That is what you relate with when you're big now, or when you are older now. And then they affect four things, that is the thinking, the feeling, the intuition, and the sensation. After influencing these things, now they come to your temperament that you talked about in the first place. Because in the first place we talked about temperament, character, and environment. I've not talked about temperament, and now that comes now to how you bring out the sensation. This is what I want you to take today with you. know how to build your personality, you've known the foundational structure or how it comes to be, that is how it flows. When you master this thing and concentrate on how to shape them together, then your personality is already getting simplified, things are getting better, and the disorderliness is being brought back to orderliness. The headache, the heartache, and the heartbreak is going slowly by slowly, and you can only ensure that it goes far away when you click that subscribe button, share this video, and at least bring up a comment about this so that we know what can we include to make things better. Otherwise, thank you for watching this video. This topic is broad, there is much to come. Continue following and you'll get much about your personality or whoever you are or what you should be. Otherwise, thank you.